Hi my beautiful friends, welcome back to the second part of my home and houseplant tour. So let's head upstairs. This long narrow corridor leads to three more rooms. Some artwork and flowers soften the look of this otherwise boxy space. This diffuser gives a hint of some refreshing scent when passing by. First, let's head over to the multipurpose room. This room functions as a study and a kids' playroom. In the evenings, we work here while our kid plays around. This unit was meant to be my workstation. But as you can see, plants have encroached into the space and become my indoor garden. This reading lamp is fitted with a grow light bulb, and my echeverias, sempervivums, and lithops are just loving this setting. Now over to the bookshelf. Plants from various genera are grouped here. While they receive bright indirect light from our south-facing windows during sunny days, in the evening too they receive some light from various grow light bulbs. Right on the top I have this golden pothos my pothos enjoy. One of my pink princesses, and my heartleaf philodendron Brazil. This golden pothos grew so fast that now I'm a bit confused how to style these really long vines in this space. Feel free to share some ideas in the comments below. Then here are my rattlesnake calathea. My peperomia rosso, and my network calathea. It's only been a few days that we've turned on our heater, but as you can see, these edges have already started crisping. And I am in enough love with them already. So now I do have a tiny humidifier on the way for them that would stay on intermittently. Let's hope that does the trick. Moving on, there are these string of pearls. I want to have my string of pearls cascading down and these string of turtles to look like a carpet. Then here's my heartleaf philodendron in a mug planter that I made. and my Hoya Bertonier in one that I also sketched. Here are a couple of my propagations that seem to be doing well. This spike is a sentimental item. This was the closest replica to my hubby's Royal Enfield Thunderbird, and I actually fell in love with the look and sound of this bike before I fell in love with him. These lights are mostly lit during the evenings for a couple of hours each day, but stay on for like 12 to 14 hours on days with overcast clouds. Then here I have my mixed pot of pothos and my philodendrons that I propagated along with this Raven ZZ that I was forced to propagate because this was dying. Not giving up on them just yet. This is my most favorite planter, and I have my Zebra Haworthia in it. Then here is my Haworthiopsis Dicella, and yeah, this was a fairly recent find as well. This shelf has already started receiving some amount of direct sunlight in the late afternoon. At the bottom, I have my heaviest plants, my Hoya pubicalyx and my Christmas cactus. Prolific growers, aren't they? Then this Hoya carrii was in my wish list for a long time, and it finally came in yesterday. Moving on to our windowsill, there are these succulents that love basking in the sun all year round. However, because we have an awning overhead, this sill does not receive direct sunlight at the peak of summer. However, they didn't seem to mind it at all as I did not have any problems like etiolation. There's a different story to this ugly snake plant which would really sour the taste of this video. So I'll leave it for another day. While each of them are really tiny in size, their background stories are quite long, and I can't wait to share them with you in the coming months. Anyway, the idea behind this entire corner is to sort of create the feeling of seeing a garden through the window of my kid's tent. I suppose he likes it. This is our guest bedroom. This room was decorated the slowest. There's this corner shelf where the jewel in the crown has to be my neon pothos. This was my very first plant, and if anyone wants to start their houseplant journey, this is the one you should be going for. Then again, I have this mixed pot of aroids. I can't wait to see them grow. These Haworthias seemed to be hungry for some more light, so I'm kind of experimenting with placing them here as to how they would adapt to a couple of hours of late afternoon sunlight. Maybe they'll like it. On this other side, you would have already seen these plants. I have my variegated jade my variegated Hoya compacta, and my beautiful Hoya carnosa crimson princess. And on this side, there's my variegated corn plant, my recovering ZZ plant, and this Epipremnum pinnatum albo that I'm trying to frame my window with. The decor in this room is minimal and mostly focuses on some moody lighting, as I like to rest here in the evenings when I've had a very exhausting day. These sconces were actually table lamps, which I realized looked equally good when hung on the wall. I know this grow bulb doesn't quite complement the lamp. However, I do switch out the lights when I'm hit by migraines and need a space to lay low and recover. This large empty space was meant to display my large artwork. It's been 8 months and I still haven't gotten it done. Well, now that the plants will be out of stock in the stores, let's hope that I can go ahead and finish this one. Now let's head over to our bedroom. Over the year, we realized that we only spend time here sleeping, so the decor is very minimal. My husband's side of the bed just has a few water bottles at night, while the rest of the day it stays pretty much bare. My side has this touch lamp with this IKEA bulb that adds a cozy fire-ish glow at night. I used to have a betta fish named Blue about 3 years back. I made this to always remember him and keep him by my side. This large artwork was from Big Lots. I'm actually sad that they went out of business. This room has north-facing windows, so I just didn't bother having a live plant in here. The only planty stuff you'll see here are these artworks and the decor items. Plants and kids' toys have the potential to quickly mess up a room. Since this room doesn't have either, I like how minimal and organized this stays. As a result, I'm not overwhelmed about a messy space when I wind down at night and wake up feeling relaxed each dawn. And that's a wrap for my summer 2025 home tour. Thank you so much if you stayed till the end, and please consider subscribing to show your support for your channel. As usual, please share your questions and feedback in the comment section below. And I hope I see you again next time. Till then, take care and stay resiliently green. Bye.